The struggle built the throne. Now watch the family wear the crown. Let's ride! Hey! The struggle. Fast-paced bounce, yeah, the engine is hot. Taking every single opportunity I got. Fast slapping baseline, shaking the ground. The heaviest success that the city has found. Pushing 180, the iron is cold. Turning every drop of the sweat into gold. High synth whistle cutting right through the air. Looking to the eyes of a new millionaire. Energetic delivery, smooth and polite. I'm making sure the family is sleeping alright. I promised to my mother I would give her the best. Now she living in the mansion with a diamond crest. Cinematic rhythm, keeping the pace. I'm the undisputed champion, winning the race. Yeah, we claiming the reign, securing the crown. Building up an empire they can't tear down. West Coast bounce, we securing the land. Holding the generational wealth in their hand. The bloodline is proud, the vision is clear. The ultimate victory is materializing here. Yeah, look at the numbers, the valuation is high. Building up a skyscraper, reaching the sky. Blue Bray standing right here on the side. Taking the whole team on a luxury ride. Crisp, energetic, the vocal is clean. Operating the most profitable machine. Jim Groove bouncing, I'm breaking the scale. Writing out a heavy and victorious tale. Taking all the trauma and changing the fate. We the absolute owners of the heavy estate. Clear height vocals, but I never lose breath. I'm building the empire that conquers the death. For the sons and the daughters, the future is bright. We stepped out the shadows and into the light. Yeah, we claiming the reign, securing the crown. Building up an empire that can't tear down. West Coast bounce, we securing the land. Holding the generational wealth in their hand. The bloodline is proud, the vision is clear. The ultimate victory is materializing here. Yeah, the reign is official. Family first.
The board is assembled. The loyalty is absolute. We dictate the price. Yeah. Walking in the room with the heavy iron face, dominating every single corner of the space. Haunting piano, ringing echoing in the past. I built a solid syndicate that's guaranteed to last. Heavy sub bass rattling the solid marble floor, taking all the equity and asking them for more. Menace in the rhythm, let the slow burn ride. Keeping all the loyalty and power by my side. Pachi on the kick drum, steady on the clock. We the absolute and undisputed owners of the block. Turning all the trauma into property and land. I hold the entire future right inside my hand. Yeah, we running the syndicate heavy and cold. Turning every piece of the concrete into gold. Steady West Coast rhythm, keeping it control. Protecting the family as the destiny unfolds. The bloodline is wealthy, the vision is awake. We built an iron empire that they cannot break.
Look at the portfolio, the numbers never lie. Building up a skyscraper, reaching to the sky. Blue Bray standing right here, holding down the code. Walking like a titan on the legendary road. Eerie synth whistle, a warning to the weak. I don't have to listen when the ignorant speak. Cold authoritative vocal, clear and precise. I paid for this freedom with the heavy sacrifice. Sweat inside the gym, translating to the bank. I only got the hustle and the discipline to thank. Generations of the future, they gone to know the name. The one who took the pressure and who dominated the game.
Yeah, we running the syndicate heavy and cold.
Turning every piece of the concrete into gold.
Steady West Coast rhythm, keeping it control.
Protecting the family as the destiny unfolds.
The bloodline is wealthy, the vision is awake. We built an iron empire that they cannot break. Yeah. Syndicate close. bloodline safe. Yeah. The cycle stops with me. My kids will walk where I had to crawl. For the blood, for the name. Duffy drums. Dusty drums hitting, yeah, I'm fighting the ghost of every single failure that I hated the most. Heavy bass knocking, I'm the root of the tree, building up a world that my father couldn't see. I don't care about the pain, I don't care about the scar. I'm pushing every limit just to reach for the star. Doing it for mama, doing it for the pride. Carrying the family on a legendary ride. Gritty in the trenches with the iron in the palm. In the middle of the storm, I am perfectly calm. I'm the bridge to the future, I'm the end of the day. The heaviest survivor that the world has ever met. Blood, sweat, and hustle, yeah, I'm giving it all. Making sure the lineage will never ever fall. Yeah, we building up the legacy, changing the game. Putting all the respect on the family name. 90s energy, raw and severe. The poverty and struggle and exactly right here. For my sons and my daughters, the path is now clear. The king of the generation is finally here. Yeah. Check the articulate flow, it's a promise I kept. While the rest of the neighborhood peacefully slept. Blue braids standing here, we the anchor of hope. Tying up the future with a heavy iron rope. Dusty vinyl scratching, hear the soul in the track. I'm carrying the whole generation on my back. Buying up the freedom, buying back the time. Every single drop of sweat is a mountain I climb. They gonna look at the name and they gonna feel proud. I'm screaming out the victory, silent but loud. Gym sessions in the dark, building power and grace. So my kids can have a better and a brighter place. I'm a warrior, a father, a leader, a son. I won't stop the grind till the mission is done. Yeah, we building up the legacy, changing the game. Putting all the respect on the family name. 90s energy, raw and severe. The poverty and struggle and exactly right here. For my sons and my daughters, the path is now clear. The king of the generation is finally here. The chains are broken. The chains are broken. The future is paid for. Legacy confirmed. The valuation is up. The legacy is secured. Let's celebrate. The valuation. The valuation. Yeah. Fast-paced bounce, yeah, the net worth is rising. Every single move that I make is surprising. Fast slapping bass, knocking down the front door. Taking all the profit and demanding some more. Pushing 160 on the press, keep it steady. Whenever the market goes down, I am ready. Hyacinth whistle, the sound of the wind. Look at the beautiful era we living in. Calculating capital, minimizing the debt. The highs return that the family can get. Command and delivery, sharp and articulate. I don't leave a single detail to the syndicate. Buying up the assets, turning them to cash flow. Watch the whole empire beautifully grow. Yeah, we pushing up the heavy network to the sky. Watch the valuation and the capital fly. Triumphant bounce. Yeah, the rhythm is fast. Built a solid empire that is destined to last. No limits on the vision, no limits on the vein. Roll, roll, roll. We got the discipline in the hustle to fame. Roll, roll. Look at the balance, the numbers are crazy. None of my people are sitting around lazy. Blue braids standing right here on the ride. We turning the darkness to absolute light. Crisp, energetic, the vocal is clear. The ultimate level of success is right here. Gym goo bouncing, the iron is cold. We turning the sweat and the blood into gold. Taking the profit and buying the block. Solid foundation, hard as a rock, cinematic production. We run the elite, the undisputed heavyweight kings of the street. Yeah, we pushing up the heavy network to the sky. Watch the valuation in the capital fly, triumph and bounce. Yeah, the rhythm is fast.
built a solid empire that is destined to last. No limits on the vision, no limits on the bang.
Roll, roll, roll.
We got the discipline and the hustle to fame.
Yeah, yeah. Net worth climbing, we never stop. The rear view mirror is empty. We took the lead.
Let's go!
Yeah, fast-paced bounce, yeah, I'm burning the tire. Walking through the smoke, then I'm walking the fire. Heavy driving baseline, shaking the street. Looking at the world from the executive seat. Pushing 180, the engine is loud. Standing like a giant in the front of the crowd. Bought the new penthouse, keys to the door. Doing what they said couldn't happen no more. High synth whistle cutting right through the air. Looking to the eye, see the millionaire stare. Energetic delivery, smooth and polite. Closing every deal in the middle of the night. Iron in the blood, yeah, the hustle is pure. I'm the only sickness and the ultimate cure.
Yeah, we pushing the overtake, taking the lane, turning every drop of the sweat in the game. West Coast bounce, we securing the win. Let the new era of the family begin. The legacy is wealthy, the vision is clear. The absolute top of the world is right here.
Look at the garage, yeah, the vintage is fast. Building up a monument destined to last. Blue braids riding in the passenger space. Dominating every single inch of the race. Cinematic driving beat, top of the class. Pressing the pedal straight down on the gas. Helping out the mother who prayed in the dark. Leaving the universal legendary mark. Up tempo, rhythm compounding the goal.
Breaking the matrix, breaking the mold.
Sweat in the gym, translating the cash. Rising like a phoenix right out of the ash. Clear hype vocals, the momentum is raw. Writing out the checks, breaking the law, the flaw.
Yeah, we pushing the overtake, taking the lane, turning every drop of the sweat in the game. West Coast bounce, we securing the win. Let the new era of the family begin. The legacy is wealthy, the vision is clear. The absolute top of the world is right here.
Yeah, top speed. We on the road.
They counted us out. They gave us zero chance. Now look at the empire. Let's go. Yeah. Dark piano ringing, I'm breaking the cage, turning every single drop of the sorrow to rage. Heavy drum beat knocking, the rhythm is fast. I was born in the bottom, but I'm building the last. Pushing 160, the iron is cold, turning every single piece of the pressure to gold. Intense delivery, I'm snapping the chain. I don't look at the obstacle, I look at the game. Pretty underground style, from the mud to the peak. I'm the voice of the victory whenever I speak. Taking care of the mother, protecting the blood, washing all the haters out with a heavy flood. I'm the ultimate underdog, taking the crown. I'm the undisputed heavyweight king of the town. Yeah, we running relentless, taking the lead, playing every single root of the millionaire seed. Dark piano loop, keeping the mind on the prize. Watch the legendary underdog suddenly rise. No excuses, no fear, the vision is clear. The ultimate generation is materializing here. Look at the numbers, the hustle is real. Everything that I promise is covered in steel. Blue braids on my side, yeah, the partnership grows. We delivering the heaviest financial blows. Dark, fast male vocals cutting right to the bone. I was building this monopoly all on my own. Now we own the estate, we own the whole street. Every single competitor accepts the defeats. Smart sweat in the gym, putting miles on the track. I'm carrying the whole family right on my back. Buying up the vehicles, paying in cash, rising up like a titan right out of the ash. They thought I would break, they thought I would fold. Now they looking at an empire, a solid gold. Yeah. We don't just chase the sun, we outrun it. Let's move. Yeah, the vision is gold. A story of power that's yet to be told. Fast-paced rhythm, I'm leading the pack. Foot on the gas and I'm never looking back. Heavy on the iron, the sweat in the blood. Rising like a titan right out of the mud. Fat slapping baseline, feel the ground shake. Taking every trophy that the hustle can make. Command in the room with a look in the eye. Reaching for the stars in the cinematic sky. Clear articulation, I'm sharp with the speech. Nothing in this universe is out of my reach. I sense whistle, the sound of the wind. Let the true legacy finally begin. Yeah, we riding away to the apex height. Shining like a diamond in the middle of the night. West Coast bounce, yeah, we keeping it tight. Winning every battle and winning the fight. It's a street success anthem. Play it out loud. Standing like a giant in the middle of the crowd. Look at the speed, yeah, I'm setting the pace. Winner's mentality, winning the race. Blue braids riding in the seat to the right. We the architects of the ultimate life. Hustle in the grind, yeah, it's carved in the soul. Every single day I'm in total control. Cinematic driving, the movie is real. Hands of a king on the steering wheel. Gym groove bouncing, the energy peaks. I'm doing the work while the enemy speaks. High speed victory, clear in the mind. Leaving all the doubt and the weakness behind. Iron in the veins, yeah, the power is raw. Living by the hustle, the only true law. Yeah, we riding away to the apex height. Shining like a diamond in the middle of the night. West Coast bounce, yeah, we keeping it tight. Winning every battle and winning the fight. It's a street success anthem. Play it out loud. Standing like a giant in the middle of the crowd. Yeah. Top speed only. The crown is waiting. Price tag doesn't matter. We paid in full. Let's ride. Yeah. Fast-paced bounce, yeah, I'm breaking the scale. Writing out a heavy and victorious tale. Loading 160 on the heavy machine. Building up the greatest life that you ever seen. Fat slapping baseline, hitting the street. Victory is the only conclusion we meet. Bought the new house just to see my mother smile. Walking like a king for a legendary mile. High scent whistle cutting right through the air. Look at the lifestyle, we millionaire. Energetic delivery, smooth and polite. Closing the real estate deal in the night. Iron in the blood, yeah, the hustle is raw. Writing out the checks, breaking the law of the flaw. Yeah, we cashing out the ultimate prize today. Pushing every single obstacle out of the way. West Coast bounce, we securing the bag. Never let the energy of capital lag. The family is wealthy, the vision is clear. The top of the world is materializing here. Look at the garage, yeah, the vintage is clean. Paid in cash, rolling like a boss in the scene. Blue gray, standing right here in the light. Everything we manifested turning out right. Cinematic driving beat, top of the class. Pressing the pedal straight down on the gas. Helping out the people who stood by the side. Taking the whole team on a luxury ride. Up tempo rhythm, compounding the goal. Breaking the matrix, breaking the mold. Sweating the gym, translating the cash. Building an empire out of the ash. Clear high vocals, but I never lose breath. I'm building the wealth that surpasses the depth. Yeah, we cashing out the ultimate prize today. Pushing every single obstacle out of the way. West Coast bounce, we securing the bag. Never let the energy of capital lag. The family is wealthy, the vision is clear. The top of the world is materializing here. Yeah. Everything paid for. We own it all.
market is open. Time to collect. The market is open. Time to collect.
Up-tempo rhythm, watch the capital grow. I'm moving the assets and running the show. Investing the sweat and compounding the game. Turning the struggle to a golden domain. Heavy bouncy baseline, keeping the pace. I'm holding the equity, winning the race. The high pitch scent is cutting the air, taking the profit. I'm claiming my share. Authoritative delivery, sharp as attack. Loading the plates and I'm stacking the rack. I don't need a loan, I built from the ground. The heaviest hustle that you ever found. Street wisdom flow is cinematic and clear. The ultimate yield is materializing here. Yeah. We're running the numbers and taking the lead. Watering the root of the ultimate seed. Compound hustle, watch the empire expand. Holding all the power in the palm of the hand. West Coast groove, keeping the energy high. Building up the tower right into the sky. Check the valuation, the price going up. Drinking the victory straight from the cup. Blue Bray standing right here by my side. Enjoying the view from the ultimate ride. Energetic flow, yeah, I'm setting the bar. Walking through the fire and I made it this far. Driving the baseline right through the chance. Operating daily at the absolute grants. Articulate vocals, calculating the risk. Saving every memory on a solid gold disc. Gym groove bouncing. The iron is cold, but the story I'm writing will never get old. Working on the vision from the morning to night. Stepping out the shadows and into the light. We running the numbers and taking the lead. Watering the root of the ultimate seed. Compound, so watch the empire expand. Holding all the power in the palm of the hand. West Coast groove, keeping the energy high. Building up the tower right into the sky. Yeah, returns are guaranteed. Keep grinding. Yeah, from the pavement to the pedestal. No shortcuts, no mercy. Let's get it. Yeah. Dusty drums hitting like a brick to the face. I'm the undisputed king in this competitive space. Heavy bass, rattling the cage of the weak. I don't need to listen when the failures speak. Every rep on the iron is a step to the throne. Building up a legacy inside of the bone. Gritty and raw, straight out of the gutter. My ambition is the only language I stutter. Success is a mindset, focus is the tool. Breaking every single imaginary rule. Grind in the shadow while they look for the light. I'm the only warrior left in the fight. Blood on the knuckles, sweat on the steel. Showing all these cowards how the hunger feel. It's the concrete altar, the sacrifice of will. Staying on the mission till the void is filled. 90s energy, gritty as ever. We building up the empire right over here. No retreat, no surrender, no doubt. This is what the real hustle is about. This is what the real hustle is about. Check the articulate flow, the aggressive delivery. Leaving every hater in a state of misery. Legacy is earned, it ain't never been a gift. Moving every mountain, giving every way to live. Vinyl is scratching, the texture is dark. Lighting up the universe with a single spark. Stoic on the expression, intense on the grind. Leaving every limit and the weakness behind. One more set, one more mile in the rain. Turning all the sorrow into hardcore gain. Success is I'm out and I'm claiming the peak. The iron is the only therapy I seek. It's the concrete altar, the sacrifice of will. Staying on the mission till the void is filled. 90s energy, gritty as ever. We building up the empire right over here. No retreat, no surrender, no doubt. This is what the real hustle is about. This
This ain't just about survival anymore. This is about the legacy. Let's build.
Drum break, walking through the marble floor. I'm buying up the building, I don't rent it anymore. Checking on the notepad, making sure the margin is wide. Keys to the new apartment, looking at the ocean side. Heavy on the baseline, heavy on the discipline. Calculating compound interest where the millions sit. Retiring my mother, yeah, that was the ultimate goal. Building up the capital, but never selling out the soul. Triumphant horns playing, echoing across the street. We came up from the bottom, now the victory is sweet. I'm putting all my people in a brand new luxury ride, turning all the struggle to a heavy sense of pride. I give back to the trench, lifting up the neighborhood, doing every single thing they never thought I could. Yeah, we building up the generational wealth today, moving every single obstacle out of the way. Real estate and equity, securing a family name. We playing on a different level of the money game. No retreat, no surrender, taking care of my own, building up the kingdom, and protecting the throne. Look at the portfolio, the numbers going off the chart. I built this whole monopoly right here from the heart. Blue braid standing right here on the balcony view. Look at all the heavy assets that we finally grew. Articulate delivery, I speak it into existence. Breaking through the poverty with hardcore resistance. Sweat inside the gym, translating to the bank account. Watch the dividends and watch the whole total mount. I'm buying up the land, planting down the solid roots. Walking through the boardroom, wearing the expensive suits. Majestic on the rhythm, the 90s energy is back. Loading up the safe and I'm keeping it on the track. For every single tear that my family ever shed, I'm putting solid gold right where they used to lay they head. Yeah, we building up the generational wealth today, moving every single obstacle out of the way. Real estate and equity, securing the family name. We playing on a different level of the money game. No retreat, no surrender, taking care of my own, building up the kingdom, and protecting the throne. Yeah. The family is secure, the empire is built. Yeah, we ain't just cruising anymore. We racing to the top. Watch the throne. Let's ride. Yeah, yeah. Foot on the gas, I'm breaking the scale, leaving the divers behind in the trail. Fast-paced hustle, keeping it smooth. Watch how a heavyweight champion move. Pushing the iron, breaking the sweat, clearing the table and winning the bet. Commanding the room with a look in the eye, reaching the summit and touching the sky. The baseline slapping, the rhythm is tight, taking the shadows and bringing the light. Street success anthem, playing so loud. Standing alone in the middle of the crowd, clear on the vocal, sharp on the mind, leaving the laser completely behind. Yeah, we riding the highway straight to the crown. Energy hustle, we taking the town. Fat slapping bangs, feel it beat in the chest. Outworking the giants and beating the rest. Trying G-Funk, yeah, the vision is clear, yeah. The legacy starts and we building it here. Yeah, yeah. Clock is ticking, but I'm setting the pace. 160, I'm winning the race. Taking the pressure and turning to gold. Living the stories that haven't been told. Crisp delivery, hitting the mark. Lighting the fire right out of the spark. Blue braids riding right here by my side. Enjoying the thrill of the ultimate ride. Cinematic driving, the movie is real. Hands are grip tight on the steering wheel. Gym group bouncing, the energy peaks. I'm doing the work while the enemy speaks. Blood, sweat, and iron, the recipe works. Conquering everything inside the dirt. Yeah! We riding the highway straight to the ground. Energy hustle, we taking the town. Fat slapping bass, feel it beat in the chest. Outworking the giants and beating the rest. Trying G-Funk, yeah, the vision is clear. The legacy starts and we building it here. Yeah, the highway belongs to us. Keep the foot down.